Oh my gosh! We made it to the very last one! Step 7. Actually, this is not really a step. This is just me closing out and just kind of talking about the whole experience and everything I've learned. And I'm not going to pretend that this entire process was exactly what I expected, because it was absolutely not. I made a lot of mistakes, I lost money, but I published a real book! If you are new here, this is the last episode of my Self-Publish Your First Children's Book series, where I came up with the steps to self-publish your very first children's book. This entire process has been such a huge learning lesson, and I really just wanted to share it with everyone out there. First of all, if you have been watching from video 1, I literally love you. I'm not even kidding. It really means the world to me, and I know that I've made so many mistakes. The honest truth is, I actually think I learned the most through the mistakes. Like, experiencing the mistakes got drilled into my brain so that I just never forget it. And I can honestly say that I understand self-publishing a lot more than I did in the beginning. I think I assumed it would be easy because I am a good graphic designer and I understand like designing for print and designing for web, but self-publishing is a little bit different than that. But overall, I'm super happy for experiencing this. So just for a quick recap, we went over coming up with the idea of your book, doing the copy, sketches, and thumbnailing, then coloring your book, which is the longest process, and then just a pre-publishing checklist, what to know before you even upload your files. And the next one was uploading your files and which platforms to use and which ones would be best for you. Next one was marketing, and this is the very last one. This one will be less informal and just a little bit more personal. Okay, so I really want to talk about what went wrong, because there were so many things that went wrong, and this is more from an outside perspective, like after the finish line, after I published it, you know, looking at it at the end, what were the things that really went wrong? And I would say the number one thing for me was the isolation. I kind of isolated myself a lot because when you're just working on a book, you're just by yourself coloring. And I didn't feel like leaving the house very much. I really think that I could have connected with the community more. And maybe that's why I wanted to make this series, because I would love to connect with other authors, self-published authors, illustrators, other people that are doing the same things as me. I think the next biggest mistake was I was just jumping into things when it came to money. And I'm not gonna lie, I am not rich right now. I'm living in a cheap country. I have savings from working a good job, a little bit of rental income, but it's not very much. I just thought I'm gonna go all in, you know, like when you just go and you're like, I wanna go all the way kind of thing. I really think I should have thought through more of exactly what I was spending. Okay, so now we're gonna just talk about what exactly went right. Because to be honest, there are so many things that went right. First of all of the feedback, I have received endless amounts of amazing feedback, not just from my friends and people that I know, but actually from strangers who ended up buying my book. And overall, almost everyone that's read it really loved my book. I've even had a few comments from friends where they said that their son or their kid kept asking them to read my book to them. They really liked my book out of everyone else's. Yay. That was the goal. The next thing, I am so proud that I have made human-made, hand-drawn art. I did put my heart and soul into this, and I'm so happy I did it. So the last thing that went right is more of a feeling. It's hard to explain, but after having my book in all of these online stores, on Barnes & Noble, Amazon, it really feels so good. It's like my baby that's been put out into the world, and I know that it's gonna be there and it's gonna be like part of my legacy, and I for sure wanna write more books in the future. I think the very last thing that truly went right was leading me to you. So give yourself an applause right now. I am so grateful that I am going on this journey. I have always loved making videos. I have made videos since I was a little girl in high school. I made tons of videos in college. I actually started to kind of take YouTube seriously in 2018 when I began solo traveling. And I think taking all of these risks, like publishing this book, putting my heart out there, it lit this fire in me, and I want to do it again. This time I'm gonna just do it for you. I truly want to just thank you so much for being here. I really feel so grateful to be in this moment right now. I'm not gonna cry, I promise. So what have I been doing since I published this book? Because it has been a while. Well, I have been planning out other books. I've written out and sketched out 4 other books, and I detailed a few of the pages. I thought of actually sending my next book idea to traditional publishers who were a fit based on my style and what they were looking for. And I began to submit to literary agents. All I got was rejections, which I'm okay with. I think I realized I'm just gonna self-publish this next book. Why the hell not? I want to do it again. I want to self-publish again. So I am going to self-publish another book very soon, and I will for sure give the details around that because I'm excited to do it differently after going through the entire experience. But yeah, it's super exciting. All right, so what would I do differently? Oh my gosh. First of all, I would have marketed my book since day one. Even if they were easy process shots, I was going into my little artist cocoon where I was just locking myself in my room, not talking to anyone, and not marketing my book enough. I began to market my book. I began to make videos and write Substacks after I uploaded my book, or near the end, and that was just way too late. Like, I should have done it the first day I started sketching. I also wouldn't pay as much for marketing. It didn't seem to work for me. I got lots of clicks. I got lots of people coming to my website, going to Amazon, but not purchasing the book. I am not gonna put as much money into the paid ads. I'm not gonna order 50 copies of my book either because that was another huge expensive waste for me, but lesson learned. And the very last thing would probably be that I would not hire a mentor next time. I think it was good that I did get a self-published illustrator mentor. I think she was useful. I don't think it was a good fit. I've learned something near the end is, I'm not lying, I literally could do what she did. I like her, I respect her so much, but she was way too expensive. Shockingly, mind-blowingly expensive. I literally went into my 401k for this. I'm so embarrassed with how much I paid, so I'm just not gonna tell you. That's how embarrassed I am. I did not have the money to do it. It's my ADHD where I just jump on things really quick, and that's something that I really need to work on next time. I did like having her. She was useful. I just think she was a bit too expensive. Which leads me into the next segment. So you already know that I want everyone to self-publish their books. I want to see more indie artists out there So I decided I am going to offer my very first ever one-on-one coaching for self-publishing authors. The reason why I really want to offer this is because I have actually had multiple mentors throughout my life, not just in self-publishing. And I have learned so many things from each of those people. And what I want to do is grab the things that I like, just fix them up to my style and make it better. And what will this include? It's going to include personal worksheets completely tailored to you, one-on-one video check-ins. You can message me anytime you want, only on working hours, of course. Honest feedback. I will not sugarcoat anything. I'm not gonna just say it looks pretty. I will give my honest opinion on what I think and how you can improve it. So do I think this is for everybody? No, I don't. I don't think this is for everyone. I feel like this is for people who get distracted easily, who need someone that has been through the same thing that you're trying to get into, who need someone to check in on you and make sure that you're doing the right thing, to give you advice. I want to tailor it around all of my steps. Like, we can talk about thumbnailing, copying, sketch, all of that. If you want to discuss more on multiple calls, you can. This is tailored to you. For me, I need that one-on-one. I need the check-ins, and I truly enjoyed having someone who has been on the other side and they just talked me through it, because I really did things that scared me and I made mistakes. It helped me so much to have that. And I really want to do that for you. I would love to help other artists, because I have been through every imposter syndrome, being worried, not publishing, starting and not finishing, all of those things. I feel that for artists, we kind of have trouble finishing things, or we get distracted easily, which is why I think coaching is very useful for some people. So if you're sitting on a children's book idea right now, I want you to know that it is possible. Anyone can do it. It is messy and you make mistakes, you learn lessons, but it is 100% worth it. I really want to just personally thank you so much, even if it's your first time clicking here. It truly means the world for you to be here right now and sharing this moment and this journey with me. Please comment, subscribe, like if this inspired you, and if you actually are genuinely interested, feel free to just message me, or you can message me on Instagram, on YouTube, and I will get back to you with all the information on it. Thank you so much. And I will see you next week. And I don't know what I'm gonna make, but it'll be something very new. Okay, bye. Love you.